Karine Jean-Pierre fires back at J.D. Vance's ridiculous call for Biden to resign. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre appeared on The View Tuesday to share her thoughts about President Joe Biden ending his re-election campaign. And during the show's segment, in which she was joined by Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and the rest, Jean-Pierre made sure to slam J.D. Vance's comments that Biden should resign from office as ridiculous. Vance recently took to Twitter X to call for Biden to step down altogether after he announced that he would not be seeking a second term after all. Everyone called on Joe Biden to stop running without also calling on him to resign the presidency is engaging in an absurd level of cynicism, Vance wrote on X, and he added, "If you can't run, you can't serve. He should resign now," Vance said. Co-host Alisa Farah-Griffin asked Jean-Pierre her thoughts on Vance's comments, and she said, "I think that's ridiculous. Seriously, what I will say is the president decided not to run for re-election. That's it. That's all he decided on. He wants to continue to do the work, 3.5 years of unprecedented historic work, and I think that shows what he's capable of doing." Jean-Pierre also said that Biden's decision was hard for many of us, she said, in the Biden camp, but we are incredibly proud of this president. We trust his leadership. We trust his judgment. When Behar brought up the celebrities who called for Biden to sit out the election, specifically George Clooney's New York Times op-ed, which Jean-Pierre noted, "I was tracking." And as for how the president came to his decision this past weekend, the press secretary said his reasons were completely laid out in his statement. Quote, "There's no spin to his letter," she said. Quote, "He truly believed it was the right thing to do in this moment, and that the right thing to do for this country is to give the nomination to someone who is incredibly qualified," end quote. And she added that he said himself that the reason for picking Kamala Harris was because he believed she was ready to lead from day one. And she added to applause, "But first," she said, there's more for Biden to do. We're not done yet. Obviously, he stepped down from running and being the nominee, but he's very much still the president," Jean-Pierre said. This is from the Daily Beast, and it's on DNYUZ. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.